It's the early 1990s in Kashmir. Jagmohan arrives as governor amidst a tense silence, a place where trust has frozen over like the icy Dal Lake. The streets whisper of unrest, but the real storm brews beneath invisible layers of politics and pain. What warning signs did the highest offices miss? What happens when you break a fragile calm without breaking the cycle of violence? Let's unravel this frozen turbulence together. Jagmohan's first term as governor starts amidst growing chaos. He spots cracks widening, separatist stirrings, Pakistani interference, but Delhi looks the other way. In 1990, Jagmohan arrives in Srinagar, witnessing armed militants rising and government paralysis. He sends urgent reports warning Delhi. The Free Kashmir slogan masked a deeper separatist tide fueled by Pakistani agents. But his concerns are shaken off as exaggeration by political rivals back in New Delhi. Imagine trying to patch cracks on a frozen pond in the middle of winter. Every step you take cracks the ice deeper. Jagmohan's governance was like holding a burning coal. Any direct action risked igniting a greater blaze, but passivity guaranteed eventual disaster. Ignoring these early signals led to Kashmir's prolonged turmoil, deepening mistrust between locals and New Delhi. Jagmohan's frustration explodes. He foresaw a tragedy because denial is the deadliest disease in governance. This misreading cost decades of peace and countless lives. Fast forward to 2016, the killing of Burhan Wani sets Kashmir ablaze again. How did the state respond? How did separatists in Pakistan escalate the game? Burhan Wani wasn't just a militant. He was a social media-savvy icon who personified youthful rebellion against Indian rule. His death at the hands of security forces unleashed massive protests, paralyzing normal life and turning Kashmir streets into battlegrounds filled with tear gas and stone pelting. The response was not just local fury. Pakistan used Wani's death as a propaganda bullet, firing narratives internationally to delegitimize India. The conflict became a hybrid war of information, violence, and perception, exploding from icy valleys onto global media stage. Prime Minister Modi's response was multi-layered. A new resolve including surgical strikes and diplomatic boycotts aimed at exposing Pakistan's double game. This wasn't just military muscle, but a carefully choreographed counteroffensive hitting at Pakistan's economic, political, and moral fault lines. Jagmohan doesn't just recite history, he ends on hope, a vision beyond terrorism, appeasement, and stagnation. What's the blueprint for Kashmir's future? Jagmohan pinpoints India's strength in its cultural heritage, from Kashmir to Kanyakumari, where service to mankind is service to God. This revival of noble values is seen as the healing balm for scars left by decades of violence and mistrust. Think of it like rebooting a frozen hard drive with an essential antivirus called devotion to service. When public servants and citizens alike embrace this spiritual mission, governance transforms into a force for healing, unity, and progress. Finally, Jagmohan holds out the hope for a Kashmir where terror's shadow vanishes, replaced by transparent governance and development without political appeasement. This vision is not just political, it's civilizational, a new chapter for India's soul and security. Remember that icy Srinagar morning when we first stepped in? The frozen calm was fragile but not unbreakable. Jagmohan's tale shows how ignoring cracks costs dearly, but also how heritage and resolve can thaw even the coldest conflicts. Next time you face a tough challenge, look for early signs and root your action in values, not just power. That's your slice of hope. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.